Okay, so the poem got cut off, so I'm going to continue. Um, and instead of finishing the poem, I'll just talk a little bit more candidly. Um, I got to remember when I'm making these videos that I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to my future self, I'm talking to my mom, I'm talking to my children, I'm talking to my friends, I'm talking to my students, I'm talking to my former students. And I guess the main thing I really want to say is the same thing I said last time. Don't quit. Don't give up. Go ahead and don't be afraid to be messy. Go ahead and get your hands dirty. Just do it. Like I'm doing right now with this video. On some level, it's terrifying to put myself out here yet again on YouTube and just talk to the camera, and it's like sharing my poetry in a public setting is different than sharing my poetry on the camera, but I'm doing it. And I may not touch anybody, but I might touch one person. And I know that I touch myself. When I write, I feel very different than when I don't write. When I write, I'm able to escape the shackles of the world and I'm able to go into myself and I feel powerful. I talk about, if you've ever watched this cartoon or show called Avatar, there's this avatar state where this character Yang, he actually he's not the only one, but he can go into this state where he can call up a power from past versions of himself. It's not gender specific either, but he can, when he gets really emotionally charged, it's like he can go into this altered state. And I actually believe that there's something similar to this with humans walking the planet right now. And I know that some of you might have experienced this where when you get into a situation that's really intense, really terrible. I mentioned last time about post-traumatic growth. Um, it's this idea that self-determination and grit, these qualities are not to be overlooked. So that is what's really on my mind. And I'm gonna just go ahead and post these unedited videos and just deal with it. Um, I'll say one more thing and then I'll stop. So I just got off of a Zoom call with the IRB where the IRB stands for Institutional Review Board. So if you were wanted to pursue a master's degree or a PhD and you had to conduct research, then institutions, colleges, universities, they have these IRBs, these groups or committees that review the research to decide or determine, evaluate if your research is respecting the participants that you plan to use in your study, and a bunch of other stuff. But that's the short story. So anyway, I went to this IRB meeting and I sat there and I listened to everything. And on the one hand, I was a little bit bored and kind of like, look at all this paperwork, look at all these hoops I have to jump through. But on the other hand, I was really feeling it like, wow, I'm doing it. I'm doing a small little step that could change my life in a big way. And even if it doesn't turn out exactly how I want it to turn out, it's going to turn out how it's supposed to turn out. Because if you put in the work and you have the right mindset and you don't quit and you keep going, you get results. All right, that's it for me today. Catch you in the next video. Oh, yeah, give the video a like if you liked anything that I said or if you just want to encourage me. And feel free to engage. Go ahead and give me a comment. I'll comment back. We can have a little dialogue or something. You know what I'm saying?